Think sex discrimination is the worst? Then make draft registration ladies first. For the first time in American history, Congress is moving closer to requiring women to register for the draft when they turn 18. I say younger. It used to be that at 18, they registered to date Leonardo DiCaprio. But the new provision was included in an annual defense policy bill the House passed in September, and the Senate's expected to pass its version in the coming days. Now, this is all somewhat symbolic, considering the last draft was during the Vietnam War. Kat doesn't remember Vietnam because she was only 10. In 1980, Jimmy Carter reinstated selective service for males, and a year later, the Supreme Court ruled women could not register for the draft because they weren't eligible for combat roles. But that changed in 2015 when combat roles were open to women, letting them throw grenades instead of hissy fits. A sexist would say. Condemned outright by this host. Earlier this year, Biden, through his female Solicitor General, asked the Supreme Court to let Congress, rather than the courts, decide about the draft. To be fair, he thought he was talking about the draft after Hunter swiped his fuzzy bathrobe. Now, a dozen or so Republican senators are trying to block this, but they likely don't have the numbers to get it removed from the defense bill. Bottom line, if and when this becomes law, some women will be great at answering the call to serve, others not so much.
Hello?
Hello, this is the military. You've been drafted. Please report to basic training tomorrow.
Whoa, no, look, I've never done a push-up, okay? And I think I'd be too nervous. I mean, I'm nervous on this phone call right now, so I don't think I can emotionally, handle a war. I am nervous, though. Do I sound weird? I'm really nervous I sound weird. Do I sound weird?
Oh,
Wait, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Wait, do you hate me? Do you hate me? Please don't hate me.
On second thought, we're gonna pass.
Wait, no. Text me later, though, okay? Text me later, okay? All right, okay. Love you.
Goodbye.
Love you.
I think, Kat, that if we sent you over there, they would just surrender. Because of that. Please make the crazy lady go away.
I would just start talking, and they would surrender.
That would actually what they could use to torture the enemies.
Yeah, me talking? Absolutely. I don't stop.
Yeah, now you'd be great at Gitmo.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to you first, Greg. Can you speak for all Americans about the idea of women registering for the draft?
I cannot speak for all Americans. I can speak for this naturalized American.
Yeah.
I think we live in an age of equality, and we hear a lot of talk about, women's rights and, leveling the playing field.
But the weird thing is, it's not leveling the playing field, it's leveling the risk. So it's like, since all men, mostly men, die in industrial accidents, like, should feminists say, you know what, we need to get the deaths up for women, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Nobody liked that reason, that analogy. Nobody, but that's kind of what they're saying. They're kind of saying, make women eligible for death on the battlefield.
Yeah, nobody campaigned on that, right? Yeah. Nobody campaigned on drafting our daughters or...
What is it, like, make women die in combat?
Yeah, right. Who campaigned in Congress?
That'd be a great lawn sign.
Right.
I don't see that in a red hat. I don't know, though. Here's my idea. Okay, well, you're the vet here.
I'm the vet.
So,
okay, so look, I did 2 tours in the Middle East. I was an infantryman. That is an all-male unit.
Right.
I do not believe in women in combat units, and not just because, we had an all-male unit, so we didn't have to worry about people getting pregnant, right?
Right.
So, it's a gay joke, guys. It didn't work. It's okay.
Did you mean a happy joke?
When you have to explain the joke, it didn't land.
I still do those.
Noted. So no, I don't believe in women in combat roles because it's physically arduous. Like, I just don't believe in that. But there are a million different ways that women can serve in the military that are non-combat roles. And I absolutely believe in that. And I absolutely believe that women should be drafted.
You know who should be drafted? Antifa. Draft Antifa.
Oh, God. No, we'd lose every war. They'd show up, with their bicycle helmet, their parents' broom that they got from, they painted it black. They think if they paint something black, it's intimidating, including like the rake they stole from their neighbor's yard. Okay, but Kat, as a libertarian, and I as I got older, to me the idea of the draft is completely bizarre. It's unconstitutional.
I don't believe in the draft.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think you should force anyone to go to war, even if they're not chicks.
Yeah.
Like, just it's crazy. To be
That's
like, you
commie talk.
You have to no, it's not. It's freedom talk because it's crazy that they can say go to war. I don't want to, and then they're like felony. I don't stand for it.
Yeah.
Not just for chicks.
I mean, let me put it this way. If you are against the vaccine mandate,
yeah, I'm just against you
you should be against the draft because it's the government compelling you to do something, and it's compelling you to,
Fair point.
you know.
Yeah, now they're talking about dishonorable discharge for military if they don't get vaccinated, right? So,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're,
well.
making it, they're fighting that right now.
Yeah.
What do you think we need a draft?
Do I think we need a draft? We'll probably never really be in a position where we need a draft again. And God knows, after what Biden did with Afghanistan, nobody is wanting a war under this president. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is something that we don't have to worry about over the next couple of years. I don't think there'll be a draft again.
Yeah. Well, I call this Greg's idea. You only want the draft so the kids of people who start wars share the risk, right? You don't want people starting wars who know that their kids are protected, they get deferments, whatnot. There should be no draft except for kids of politicians. What do you say?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
yeah.
You know, and to your point about vaccines as well, and that correlation.
Yeah.
It's like encourage people, incentivize them even. But mandating people to do things, so I'm with Kat on this one. I'm against.
Yeah.
So you're a commie too.
Yeah.
You
it's
have
okay.
very nice shoes. I like your shoes, but
thank
stop
you.
it.
Stop buying Ferragamos.
They're really good.
Well, I'm glad we can agree on your shoes. There's a stereotype. I don't even know what that means. Coming up, is there mass appeal for a car with no steering wheel?